All right, like I said, we're doing Washington, D.C. hauntings from our statewide haunting series that we've done. We've done
one episode of?
Well, there was an Ohio hauntings before you, pre-Travis. There was Indiana hauntings that did very well. I know Washington, D.C. is not a state, but given what this week is, I think would be a good idea to pay tribute.
Inauguration week?
Yes, for a Washington haunting special.
Fuck it.
So I say we get started and start this train that leads to absolutely nothing. Oh, wrong button. Where the hell's the intro? Jesus, can we just start this over again? Okay.
We suck at this.
Here we go. Hey, let's do this. Well, it looks like
it worked. Fuck.
Okay, I guess we're up and running. Shit. I don't know.
We do the best. Well, I was going to say we do the best we can. We really don't.
I mean, I promise we know what we're doing. This isn't our first episode. Well, if you're just tuning in, maybe you wouldn't know. But welcome, everybody. We are covering Washington, D.C. hauntings.
It's also pretty streamlined. It's pretty much just a click of a button, and we're fucking off and running.
We'll see.
And we still fucked it up.
The camera malfunction over the past few weeks has pissed me off, so I was trying to fix it. I got discombobulated.
Fuck that camera.
And then the audio issue we had in the beginning, which it's been a long time since we had that happen, where I had to actually reset it. But
where we suck.
Well,
it hasn't been long. It hasn't been long since we suck. It's just been a long time since we suck in that regard.
Yeah, but for those of you new to the podcast,
we suck.
Yeah, we suck, but that's okay. But
don't expect any good information or to learn anything of value. We're just here to be fucking stupid
and possibly drink. We always like to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking forward to this or not. I've never tried that shit, but it does say it's. What was it? Defiantly smooth.
I'm a little nervous with the way the night started.
See how it sniffs.
This could be interesting, but if you're not familiar with us, we generally
smells like bourbon.
We shoot the shit for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes more, and then we'll get into the topic.
Oh, God, my hands. They look like...
Because we do have some stuff to go over. We have to clarify some stuff.
My knuckles look like Anna Nicole Smith's husband's nutsack.
Oh, that's got me speechless.
It's accurate.
Yes. All right, let me take a whiff of this. This is so I can.
It's cheap, Jack. I think it's actually.
It's not a good sign. I can't even open it.
I'm pretty sure it's actually distilled by Jack Daniels.
Oh,
get your chaser ready, boy.
Oh, I gotta get that bitch up and running.
It's just a little bit. Take the edge off.
It might put an edge on.
Let's not pink as if they're glass and we're classy.
Oh, not good. Oh, really? Oh, fuck.
Ugh.
Is my tongue supposed to burn?
Yeah, it's whiskey. You I'm not gonna lie, you probably got the better end of the stick on that one. That wasn't very good.
That stick had burrs on it. Ooh.
Rebel 100.
Oh.
Do not recommend. Well, we also just shot them like assholes.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm going to pay for that later. Oh, God. Okay.
Take a chaser, you fuck.
I did, and it's not helping. It's not helping. Oh, that taste is never getting out of my mouth.
That's what she said.
Now I know why girls don't like to swallow. If that's any.
Yeah, no, you win, though. I've had Evan Williams many times. The Rebel 100 was worse.
Oh, okay.
It had a weird flavor to it.
All right, let's bring this shit back on track.
It tasted like it came...
I'm sweating. Why am I sweating?
It tasted like it came straight from the devil's dick.
Well, you know, after the past week we've had, after your little Jew King comment, that short didn't do very well. Well, it did well, but boy, it pissed some sorry some bitches off.
Fuck them.
I mean, the one guy was at least funny.
I stand by what I said. He is the king of Jews.
I guess we should clarify, because in the short,
how the guy thought that Hitler killed Jesus?
Yes. Well,
he did.
Well, here's the thing. You got to watch the whole freaking episode.
Which they won't.
Which they won't. But in the short, it does. But you say, like, how I forget exactly how you worded it, but, we were referring to the Holocaust, about how horrible it was and how Hitler killed a plethora of that.
Jews.
Yes.
Good handful or two.
And
2 or 3 dozen.
But for the bigger context, we were referring to the Romans. We were talking about the Romans.
Yeah.
And how they crucified Christ.
Pieces of shit.
Now.
He was on his way to the League.
So therefore, we are well aware that Hitler did not kill Jesus. However, he
would have.
We don't know, because he is scheduled to return. Maybe maybe he will return as an infant again in Bethlehem.
Oh, I thought you meant Hitler was supposed to come back.
In about 1935, 37, got caught up in all that, and they did they did, and he did.
That's a hot take. Jesus did in fact return, but it just so happened that he was a Polish Jew during the Holocaust. Fuck,
you see him in the camp. He's in the camp going, not again.
Son of a bitch.
At least but so we don't know. Maybe, because I've always said, if Jesus comes back, it's only going to end one way.
If that whole thing is real, Jesus already came back and he went, fuck you guys.
No,
I'm going back to my dad's house.
Here's what I'm thinking. If he comes back, it's only going to end one way. You know what way that is? With the FBI and ATF outside his door.
Or he's going to magnetically attract a fucking meteorite to destroy this shithole. And he's going to be like, you guys fucked this all up.
So,
if he's going to be like, oh, our Lord and Savior, he's going to be like, you're the worst ones.
So
you hypocritical sons of bitches.
Just to clarify, I forget his name who commented.
Jesus.
No. We do not think Hitler killed Jesus.
We know he killed Jesus. You heard it here first.
So
Jesus rose again.
I know.
And was smote.
I know if I came across something and I was like, what did they just say? And obviously it's clipped out of something. I might go back to do a little bit
context.
Do a little bit further research. But most of these nose breathers or mouth breathers.
Isn't a nose breather a good thing? Because I'm a mouth breather because I can't breathe out my fucking nose right now.
They just read the headlines. They don't put forth any effort.
Bat boy found in a cave in Tennessee.
So to that good sir or ma'am, I give you the old one finger salute. Fuck off. Okay.
It's like I said, dude, the best one was the guy that said I looked gay. Or of course I would talk like that about Jesus because I look gay and am an overweight.
Well, I don't know much about Jesus, but I believe he's very kind and forgiving. I don't think you being gay. Now his dad, on the other hand, apparently didn't like the gays.
He's a real prick.
But I think Jesus would be forgiving that.
My whole thing is one. Ow.
Hurtful. And you have a neck.
I do have a neck.
It's a chin you don't have, damn it. You have multiple.
I'm Asian. We have weak chins and strong constitutions. But I was like, wow. You think, what if I was like, I'm fat, I'm blind. I thought I was okay. And then the looking gay thing, I mean, thanks. Does that mean that I'm? Does that mean that I'm more fashionable than you are?
Well, this means you're normal. This isn't 1990 when being gay was actually, oh my God.
Yeah.
Dare I say special? The gays now, or you're just one of us now.
Right.
That's just normal now. That's not even. Now, if he would have said this back in 88, 89, 90, 91, that would have been a fucking insult.
He wouldn't have said gay either.
No, he would have flew the F flag.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
And there's also my other thing. I was like, I didn't even say anything bad about Jesus. I just dubbed him King Jew.
I guess people get pissy. I don't know. I thought it was.
He is.
I thought it was kind of funny. As my mother pointed out, King of Kings.
And as Catholic fucking crucifixes point out in Latin, Jesus Christ, King of Jews.
Yes, so
I'm right.
You were not being controversial.
I'm Danny DeVito in Matilda. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm fat, you're skinny. I'm gay, you're straight.
Let's get off this.
This is my time. This is the time of the gays. This is the time of the fat gays. We will rise and we will unite and we will make everything posh as fuck and we will eat nothing but carbohydrates and dairy.
Yes. Now,
fat gays unite.
Let's move on to something other than
fat gays.
Fat gays, because that's not a thing. It's a thing, but who gives a fuck? Did you
until who runs the world? Fat gays.
I was listening to one of your favorite podcasts.
Which one?
From up north.
How far up north?
Way up north, not middle.
Oh, I haven't listened to them in forever.
Oh, they had
I don't have a problem with them. I've just been stacking them up.
Oh, they're overtime or whatever, that extra shit they do. The last one, I guess, is brand new. It was good.
Yeah, they get good shit
about
man.
Disclosure. Apparently, and we're referring to Necronomicon.
They do good. They do good work. Like they shit on us. Their research is fucking top notch. Their editing is good.
I had it. I haven't really been keeping up much with the Disclosure here lately.
I didn't even know there was anything else going on with it.
Well, apparently, some shit's going on. I strongly recommend you go check that out because apparently, in you and the listeners, all 5 of you, we will bump their numbers up by the single digits. Apparently, in the next day or two, as soon as Trump gets elected, he's going to disclose some shit to us. And apparently, there is a mothership on its way. Coming. It's coming. But I believe this is what's the guy's name that was on Corbell with the Bob Lazar stuff, did the documentary. Apparently he's put his name on it. He said this is true, but it's a lie.
What? Like, this is true, but it's a lie.
They are going to say it, but
that doesn't mean it's true.
That operation, was it Bluebeam?
Oh.
But they're already here. They're coming from the sea, apparently.
The aliens?
Yes.
Oh.
They're going to expose themselves to us.
That's what I'm talking about.
With a nice trench coat and
they're gonna Stormy Daniels this shit.
Big meat swinging.
I'm down for it. Fuck it, man. It'd be the most exciting thing that's happened. Everybody's like, yeah, Trump, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck.
That's what the guys on Necronomicon probably really
that
motherfucker
on the bike. You remember the fuckface on the Trumper on the bike?
No.
And again, he's not a fuckface because he's a Trumper. Yes, you do. He was riding up and down the street, but he got both of us that one day. With his Trump flags flying and shit.
Yeah.
I know where that cockboy lives.
Is it the one with all the big sign?
Yep.
Of course it is.
Because he was standing in front of it waving stupid little fucking flags around with his goddamn dumb fucking Trump visor with the fake hair. I was like, you, sir, are what's wrong with American politics. Go fuck yourself.
And let's be honest, he probably couldn't tell you one thing that Trump stands for.
He looks like a rodeo clown that fucks his relatives.
And listen, I would have voted. I did not vote for this go around just from the fact I didn't give a fuck.
We're fucked either way.
I will be honest. I voted for Trump in 2020, and if I would have voted, I probably would have voted for him anyway. But this time around, but I just don't care anymore.
You're not pro kid sniffing. Well, I guess Biden didn't run again, but
well, but
you're not pro Kamala's weird accent.
Most people, because it doesn't matter who you elect anymore. It doesn't matter who's in power or holds that position. No. They don't run the country as much as you want to fucking think they don't. And so I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm at the age, like we talked about last week, I'm a grumpy old man. I don't give a fuck anymore. I could care the fuck less.
We want FDR 2.0.
And they are all buddies. on either side of the aisle.
Dude, random thought that I just thought of that I've never heard until recently that I think will blow your mind. And I'm going to Google it while I say it just to make sure that I'm correct in this. But did you know that Stalin wasn't a giant man?
I haven't given it any thought, and no, but it does not surprise me. What was he, Tom Cruise size?
Let's see. Around 5'5".
I mean, wasn't that average back in the 30s
like,
and 40s?
It's Stalin.
I still need a chaser. I still have that taste in my mouth. I'd rather suck a dick than fucking drink that shit again.
Well, according to that comment, I am gay. So you're in luck, buddy.
Oh,
and we've got lighting and a camera.
Ooh.
OnlyFans, here we come.
We won't make any money there either.
Probably make more money.
I've figured out there's only one way to make money on the internet. I'm going to have to replace you with a big titty blonde.
I have big titties.
Yeah, but you're not blonde.
I can wear a wig. I'm going to start selling feet pics or some shit.
All right.
I would almost bet money that I make more money selling feet pics than we do off this podcast.
Anyway, like I was saying, I want to ask you a question about this, getting back to what Necronomicon, the disclosure.
Share, comment, subscribe.
What do you think would happen if they actually came out and said, this is kind of what they were talking about in their discussion.
That the aliens are real and that they're like here?
Or they're coming. And I believe they said it was like 2027. That the mothership will be here. If they came out tomorrow and you heard Trump say, or somebody an actual official in the government say, yes, there's a ship on its way. It's projected to be here at this and so date, 2 years from now, whatever. What would you do?
Do we have a idea of what their goal is?
Of course not. We don't know if they come in peace or they're going to come and nuke us.
Realistically, the fuck are you going to do? Like, you might as well wake up and go to work tomorrow. Like, whatever's going to happen at that point is going to happen.
But would you think
flipping the fuck out ain't going to do nothing?
But do you think people would flip the fuck out?
Oh, 100%.
So you think if they said this, we'd have 2 years of anarchy or riots? It
would be thirds. And I'm not saying, like, percentage-wise, like 33, 33, 33, but, like, just splitting it. There would be three types of people. There would be people that flip the fuck out. There would be people that just kind of accept it and move forward with life. And then, well, honestly, there would be some culty people that would probably end in
they mentioned
that would probably end in either that could roll into some type of mass loss of life, or it could roll into just easily led people that fall under the same fucking flag that then get pulled into the New World Order that would inevitably happen through all this. I remember Y2K. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think anything was going to happen when I was a kid and Y2K happened, but we did get one flashlight. We were like, just in case.
You're like that fair weather.
Better safe than sorry. Like,
you're like that fair weather religious person that goes to church once or twice a month or a year just to be safe.
Yeah.
Just in case. I really wasn't that worried about Y2K for some reason.
We had, like I said, we had a flashlight just in case.
You know what really fucked me up and I was actually a little concerned about?
The end of Survivor?
No, 2012. The end
12/12/2012?
It wasn't 12/21.
Or 12/21/12.
Yeah. For one, that's somebody's birthday that I know, very related to me. But I was more like, okay.
Does this person strike you as an Antichrist type?
No.
Well, that would make it even worse. You're like, yeah, they're a terrible person.
But it makes sense now. No. But I was like, maybe the mind's wrong. So maybe, because I remember I was dating a girl in Indiana.
Oh, back on the road again. Back to Indiana land.
At the time, I was traveling back and forth, so I would spend weekends there. And I forget what, obviously, 2021 that year, I believe. Don't quote me. I know it. 2020 that night, I was driving to Indiana. I'm sitting there driving, about a 2-hour drive. I'm going, well.
Wait, 2020 or 2012?
2012. 2020.
Okay. Got
12/20 on this 2012. I say that 15 times real quick.
12/20 on 2012.
Okay,
12/20
don't be
on
an
2012. 12/20 on 2012.
But I remember driving there going, the world ends at midnight. It'll be 12/21. Do I really want to fucking spend my last fucking hours
in Indiana?
Oh.
He's like, I don't believe anything's going to happen. I just put this cattle clearer on the front of my vehicle and bulletproofed my windows just in case.
Then I woke up that morning. I was like, fuck, I guess I better pay those bills. I got to pay those bills now. Fuck. We didn't lose everything.
We've had this conversation. Everybody made a big fucking deal about the Amazon or the Mayan calendar. They just they just got shot by conquistadors before they could fucking chisel the next day.
Well, I'm not an expert in it, but wasn't it just didn't they just basically, it just was the end of that session or whatever and moved.
After that, it's the year of the Jag.
Moved into the next session. I don't know.
The year of the Jaguar that's run by British fucking bad guys from movies.
Don't worry, people. We will get to Washington, D.C. hauntings. We're getting back to our paranormal roots.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Other sidebar. Why is Elon Musk a Nazi?
I will say this. This is what I'm going to say. In most cases, I try to be very objective on these kind of things, but I saw that. I was like, whoa. Hit reverse there, old Muskie. I was like, that was a little weird.
Yeah, he hit that on the head pretty hard. Twice.
But what if he's a little on the spectrum.
Yes, that's confirmed. He has like Asperger's or some shit.
What if he's smart and he's kind of a fucking dork?
Yeah.
What if it was just him, trying to be...
He was just like so pumped up.
And trying to act... You know how when dorky people act cool, it comes out really awkward?
Yeah.
And he was just like doing the, peace broke kind of thing and just got a little far out with that other fucking hand.
And then he did it again, though.
Well, I know. I want to say... But that was... Whoa, okay.
Yeah, dude. I saw that and I was like, man, like, you almost had fucking, like, go out of your way to make that. Like, that was... pretty spot on there.
Well, let's be honest. I don't know exactly.
Maybe it means something different in South Africa. I don't know.
Really? You think?
You never know. It did make me. It did.
Well, maybe I'm sure he if he was doing it on purpose. Maybe he was using it as it originally was intended. I'm sure. Adolf appropriated that too, like he did the swastika.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure somebody else did that. Maybe the Sumerians did that or something. and fucking.
How?
Adolf just kind of appropriated it.
It was funny because, like, shortly after I saw the clip of him doing that, I saw the that salute used for like the a racist joke that I've never heard before.
Is it about Asians?
No, but it actually, like, even though it's racist, actually made me laugh. And I showed it to several people today, and they also laughed.
But getting back to it, I don't know how to take. I want to believe that it was just one of those. He was caught up in the moment, and he really didn't mean it.
Probably.
That's
I doubt that. Like
but
he's not rich enough to like be an open Nazi.
Yeah,
at Trump's inauguration.
I don't think any of them are.
Or everybody's like, wait, Soros. was that a Sikh Heil? And then Trump comes out and they shake hands and stuff, and he's like, you're all fucked. And then, like, fucking gas mask soldiers come in from the right and, like, hold everybody down. They just start shooting all the black people and shit.
Well, maybe here's the thing. Enough people called them Nazis. Maybe they're just leaning into it now. And I've always said, this is what pisses me off about that. I hate when people refer to somebody in modern times as... And I know I've said this on the podcast.
A Nazi?
Yeah, because it takes away from the horrible things that happen.
I really thought you were gonna playground it and say it takes one to know one.
But it when you use that, it takes away from what I don't give a fuck what Trump does unless he starts, has some gas chambers. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, he has yet to even come. He's not even the same atmosphere as what old Adolf did.
And he's definitely funnier than Hitler was.
Oh, not as charismatic though.
Donald Trump is one of the funnious politicians.
We got to get to the. We got to get to the.
Do you want to know the racist joke?
No, I don't want. Not. I don't want to hear.
I
don't want to hear it first time live.
It will make you laugh.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's made everybody laugh that I introduced it to. I saw it from it's a clip.
Is it going to get us canceled?
There's no hate speech in it.
What group are we going to? Are you going? Not we. Or are you going to offend?
It's pointed mostly towards the black community.
Then
it's very childish.
No,
you're a pussy.
You know, I don't need. I'm old, and I'm of that generation that we
don't like black people.
No. See, that was. See,
that was the other half of my generation.
Well, and I hate this. People forget about Gen X.
I hate this open race world.
No, I hate when the younger millennials and
forget that there's Gen X before you get to the boomers.
Fucking existed. We do exist. Just because you're over 45 does not make you a boomer. I hate to be the fucking one to break the news to you. Boomers were my parents were boomers.
My parents
your
were
dad
boomers.
Was your parents were boomers. There's a whole generation between you, motherfucker. Between them.
Yeah, because my dad would be 70.
Yeah, so he was a old or.
Yeah, my dad would be
a young boomer.
My dad would be 70. My mom's like 66.
What Gen X is 65 to 80? No. 65 to 85.
I don't even know what the fucking millennials are at this point.
I mean, but everybody, there's a big.
I can't stop thinking about this fucking joke. It's childish, but it's racist.
Well, I tell you what, I know we have.
No, Lamont's gonna think this is hilarious.
One man of color in the chat.
Oh, Lamont's gonna think this is hilarious.
Lamont,
I was literally just talking today about how when him and I work together, we would get a little racially inclined when we would have like fake arguments just to like make all the white people uncomfortable.
You're not going to use any.
No, there's no hate speech.
Okay, if Lamont gives you the okay,
no, he's gonna think it's hilarious.
If Lamont types in, Travis can tell the joke, I will let it go.
He's already said something about the hard R. No, there's no hate speech in it, and Lamont will think this is hilarious because it is. It is so childish and stupid that it is like it's like it doesn't take the turn that you expect it to. I saw it on the fucking a clip from a YouTube video. See, look, okay,
go.
So this is a 2-person joke. So this is
don't expect me. Don't expect me to participate.
No, you have to do it with me. This is Black Power, right? That everybody Black Power back in the day,
Okay.
And then that's white power, right?
Sure.
Okay, keep Black Power. Paper covers rock.
Oh, you're an asshole.
I saw the dude that fucking made that joke on the video I saw was like, he's actually racist, and he was like, and even him and the black guy he did it to shared a good chuckle when that happened, and I was like, God damn it, you sons of bitches.
Lamont's laughing, so
dude, that shit's funny. Like, I'm sorry, it is racist, but like it's schoolyard racist, and it's pretty funny. Like that's the kind of thing where I'm like, I think that should be taken as an opportunity to laugh at something like racism, because I've said 1,000 times, if you can laugh at something, you kind of strip it of its power.
You take its power away.
Like
just
that,
like negative comments, we laugh. Negative comments, we laugh.
I saw that. No, I did. I cracked the fuck up when I first saw that guy pull that. I was like, dude, well played. Fucking A. That shit was funny, dude.
All right, you ready to get in? We are about.
And that was black. That was black. I think Gen X approved. I believe I'm pretty sure Lamont would fall in Gen X. I think he's too old to be a millennial, or if he is, he's an older end of millennial.
He's an elderly millennial.
Elderlineal.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the Washington hauntings. Let's start out with, I know we've covered a little bit of this in the past.
Yeah.
With the White House, so I didn't go too deep into the White House.
Yeah, the White House is haunted as shit, apparently, even though it's not the original one.
I do mention a little bit here at the end, but I wanted to start with the Capitol building. Apparently, some serious shit goes down at the Capitol building.
You think? Especially on January 6th.
Oh, for the love of... Oh, speaking of that bullshit.
Oh, God. What?
Did you hear what all the pardons that motherfucker let out?
Dude, I didn't, like, look at the details of it, but yeah.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's guilty as fuck. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to get a little political. If you're handing out
political, if you will.
If you're handing out pardons, and I learned this, you don't have to accept the pardon.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that, actually. Yeah. He pardoned naturally his whole family for like 11 years.
Yeah.
So that,
good job, Hunter Biden.
Okay. So what does that tell you? The Jan 6 committee that put all those put all those people in jail for January 6th.
Oh, okay.
And held them without being charged for what? 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Threw out blanket pardons for them. And here's what pisses me off the most. He pardoned fucking Fauci. Listen.
Fauci should be in prison for life.
Listen. If you are offered a pardon, that means you fucked. What does that tell you? That means there was some funny business going on with the Gen 6 committee.
And B, you sucked off the right guy.
And we know Fauci did some fucking shady. We know he lied under Congress. Lied to Congress.
I told you about that. I'll find it for one of these episodes. There's literally recorded audio of him on a phone call.
There's video of him actually lying to.
There's a recorded phone call of him talking to somebody. I can't remember exactly who it was, where he said, like, we'll just make a mandatory vaccine. And the guy was like, well, we don't, we try to avoid terms like mandatory and stuff like that. And he was like, well, then we'll make it so that if you want to work at this place, you got to be vaccinated. If you want to go here, you got to be vaccinated. He was like, once we do that, all that self-righteous shit will go out the window real quick.
But throwing out a pardon, and it does not admit guilt, but if you are offered a pardon,
and you take it,
that's like saying no comment. Guess what? No comment is a comment.
Yeah, like I'm free. I got dick else to say.
Right. So,
well, don't get me wrong. If I'm locked up and somebody offers me a pardon, I'm taking it. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're guilty. Yeah, well, I'm free and guilty. Fuck you.
Well, but I'm saying you did something, though. Odds are you did something. They're just not offering. He's just not offering that up, just in case. They know there.
So you're saying they West Memphised it?
Yes, they knew there was some shit coming down. They played the game for the past, however long, 4 years?
Has it been that long? Yeah.
They were all playing the fucking game,
shit ever.
And then they lost, and now they're concerned that their shit's going to come back. And we know Trump ain't going to go to shit. Did he do shit to Hillary in 2016?
Right.
Lock her up and didn't do shit. But if you offer a pardon, if I did something, I would not want offered a pardon. If I'm pleading not guilty, I say, no, I didn't do it. Don't offer me a pardon, fucktard. That makes me look even more guilty.
Right, unless there's like very specific verbiage in it. Because I would assume that this is accompanied by a written document of some sort.
Yeah, but I did not know you did not have to accept. You could decline it.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Anyway, okay, getting back to the Capitol building. Like we were saying, there's some shady shit going on in there. It has been long known that it is a very haunted location in our country. Amongst the spirits there are my favorite, or this is my favorite, the demon cat.
Oh, God.
Perhaps the most famous legend in the Capitol building. It's said to appear as a small black cat. It reportedly grows to an enormous size before vanishing. I mean...
It becomes menacing, it says.
Yes, menacing.
How the fuck does it do that?
Well, a big pussy is menacing. And you throw a demonic pussy on that, it's very fucking menacing.
Like, It just seems so stupid. Did you see the black cat? I did, sir.
But
I feared for my
here's
life.
the interesting part about it. The demon cat is said to show itself as a bad omen. It generally appears in times of national crisis. So probably January 6th, there was a black cat running around there.
That's just Nancy Pelosi's fucking cat.
Or it might just be Nancy.
That's just Nancy Pelosi. Yeah.
But things such as the Lincoln assassination, Kennedy assassination, are times when it is said to appear, kind of like the Mothman. Is a bad omen. It shows up in times of crises.
This one just seems so on the head. Because a black cat.
Yeah, it is a little black. But here's the thing. If you do enough paranormal investigating or delve into this world enough, you're going to hear about ghost cats, and it's very
ghost cats.
Yeah, you don't hear about ghost dogs very often, but and we had that short.
What do they call it? What is it? The black shuck? Is that a demon dog?
Is that? Oh, I thought you said Chuck. I was like, is that Chuck Norris in blackface? What are you talking about?
Black Chuck. It's an expensive ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's Black Chuck. Is like a demon dog or something shit. The Beast of Bray Road.
Well, that's a wolf.
It's a canid.
It's a wolf.
It's all in the same family.
Maybe.
Is it? I think they just hype it up to make it a wolf. They're like, no, the Beast of Bray. Don't tell anybody. Beast of Bray Road's a fucking Shiba Inu.
I did a whole episode on it before, pre-Travis.
I saw a shitty movie on it before.
I think I've seen it as well.
I think it was a sci-fi movie.
Of course,
it wasn't good.
The most interesting thing to come out of Wisconsin, I will say that.
They got good cheese.
I'm not a big cheese guy.
I've had a lot of cheese from Wisconsin.
I'm sure you have.
Been there a handful of times.
That's why that comment said you had no neck. Because you had a lot of cheese.
Because I am overweight and gay, according to that guy.
What does that have to do? I generally, from what I've seen, outside of Tim Dillon, most gay people are fit, looking fine.
I don't know. He just said that I look gay and am overweight.
I've not seen too many overweight gay people.
I don't know.
They seem to be, little hotties.
My whole thing, I read that comment and I was like, whoa, calm down, Tanner. First off.
Tanner.
Put down your Bible school or your fucking Bible for dummies and go knock your mom's fucking interracial boyfriend's cock out of her mouth.
Well, what I like is the poor grammar and misspelling of words.
Dude, that's the best. That is the only that's why the only thing I look for in comments. We love a good comment. That's always good and stuff like that. But I love the bad comments. They're fun to read.
Right. How can you misspell a word with today's technology?
Literally has fucking spell check on everything. Yeah. I was like, that was the most atrocious part. I was like, call me fat and gay all you want. I mean, when you're right, you're right, But you can't spell right? What the fuck?
I'm not even going to bitch about you not knowing where a comment is or goes. I'm not even going to throw out a semicolon.
Well,
on
top of that, I was like, in my mind, I would think that misspelling is because you were using a keyboard, which means that you watch YouTube videos on your PC or a laptop, which stupid. Means that I might be fat and gay, but at least I'm not a fucking virgin.
Right. All right, let's get back to this.
He's like, I can't, but this guy just pissed me off so bad. I'm going back to Roblox with my fucking e-girlfriend, who's actually a 44-year-old man named Trent.
All right, let's get back to the Capitol building hauntings. John Quincy Adams is said to haunt the Capitol building. Now, I know you're saying, well, wait a minute. John Quincy was a president, and he was the 6th president of these great United States. However,
they weren't so great back then.
However, later he served as a congressman, where he collapsed and died in the Capitol Speaker's Room in 1848.
Who was it? What president was it that literally died before they could even take power? I'll have to look into it. There was one. He straight up fucking died before he was
Garfield?
It might have been.
Or no, I think he actually wasn't. I think he actually took power. I'm
just glad you know what I'm talking about.
In very long though. But anyway, what was it? current staff has reported hearing his voice echoing in the chamber late at night.
How the fuck would they know?
Exactly. I didn't know there was like a YouTube channel back then.
Right. Is there recordings? I mean, I guess they're 1848 now. Well, I mean, maybe on like a gramophone recording type shit.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
But even then, like, how the fuck? Like, even if that exists, I highly doubt that anybody working at the Capitol building in today's day and age is like, I know those fucking notes. That's old. That's JQ. That's John Quincy. Probably. If you're in the nether realm, rap upon the walls 3 times. And then he just says something racist because it was 1848.
The Capitol Rotunda, which is the center space of the
now you're structure. Calling me fat too.
No, I did not say, unless your name's Capitol. But it apparently has a ghost.
Wasn't there a fucking athlete whose last name was Rotunda? The wrestler,
Mike Rotunda. Bray Wyatt's dad.
Mm. Bray Wyatt's dead too, isn't he?
Yeah, but he died.
Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm fat and gay.
Might get
fat gay people can't do the fucking spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Yeah, Mike Rotunda.
Did you watch the newest season of Dark Side of the Ring?
No, is it?
Yeah, it's on Hulu, season 5.
I don't have Hulu.
What? You don't? I put my Hulu on your shit.
Oh, it might be. I think.
There we go.
Maybe Harrison. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew somebody died.
Marvin Harrison.
Junior?
Both.
Okay.
Dude, that's an ugly motherfucker. I'm sorry. Marvin Harrison Jr., god damn. He looks like a fucking character from Clash of Clans.
You're wrong. All right, let's get back to this. The rotunda in the Capitol building is said to be a hot spot of paranormal activity. People have reported seeing shadow figures.
That's just white politicians seeing black people.
But particularly at night or after hours. Well, any good ghost hunter, if you watch Ghost Adventures, you know ghosts don't come out till
freaks come out at night. That's always been one of my problems with fucking the paranormal. Like, fuck you. Like, where's the daytime ghosts?
They're out.
Where's the 9 to 5 ghosts? Where's the ghosts that have to be up in the morning?
Working class ghost?
Yes.
I don't know.
Where's the ghosts that go home and have a nice cup of non-caffeinated tea while they watch their box collection of Home Improvement before bed?
Now, I will say this. I do like...
Where's the one more piece of pizza ghost at 9:30? Exactly. Those are my ghosts. Where's the fat gay ghosts for guys like me?
But one of the...
I got to get off the fat gay thing.
I think it hurt your feelings.
I want to get a shirt that says I'm fat and gay. It's just see what everybody says. They'll be like, I fucking knew it. Well, one's obvious, but like you are obviously gay, but now I know that you are in fact fat.
I think, but this some people's reasoning for the paranormal activity in the rotunda room or area, whatever it's called, is because they believe it's because of all the spirits who have been laid in state there. You know, because I guess when a politician died, they lay them in state right there.
That's stupid.
I think they've always.
I thought you were going to go like far left, and you're going to be like, would be the uranium-based paint on all the walls.
Probably. I'm sure it's the Freemasons' fault. But because here's the thing, I think it's interesting. However, I've said a million times,
fuck off.
Graveyards is the last place I would look for a ghost. Graveyards are just creepy because you're walking over dead people, dead bodies.
Dead things, Mikey.
And funerals, I don't think would be. Now, where they died, I've always said that where they die would be a more interesting place because of maybe the impression put on the atmosphere of the tragic death, like a battlefield or what have you. Or like if Quincy, Q-boy,
Schoolboy Q,
died in the speaker or whatever chamber.
The rotunda.
Well, in an office.
The fat room.
Office. That would be more likely. I can see that because it's leaving an impression on the atmosphere of one's death.
Yeah.
But just having a body lay there, that would mean every fucking funeral home is haunted. No,
Could you imagine how haunted everything would be if, like, the Avengers movies was real?
What do you mean?
There'd just be, think about it, there'd just be tragic death pretty much every square foot of most cities. I need to rewatch that shit. I haven't watched those movies in a while.
No.
Well, now there's a new Captain America coming out.
But is it really?
You know they're gonna circle back and find a way to bring him back. They're gonna bring back fucking Tony Stark and shit from another part of the multiverse.
Listen, I have no issue with Captain America being black, but combining two characters,
I got no problem with Captain America being black, but the Little Mermaid, fuck out of here.
No, I mean just the combining of
they
two
can
characters.
swim now.
I just don't think I think it was stupid to combine two characters and didn't still call him Captain America. Then it becomes not Captain America.
I just got an image in my head of like Zendaya. Wasn't it Zendaya that played Ariel on the cover of the new Little Mermaid, but she's got fucking water wings on.
Anyway, now
just really lean into it. Oh fuck!
Here's an interesting one.
Southern people be like, I fucking knew it.
Apparently, there are Civil War soldiers haunting the Capitol as well.
Well, yeah.
During the Civil War, this is what I was just talking about. The Capitol served as a hospital for wounded soldiers.
Hospital or not, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if this is true, this is fucking warranted. They have every right to live rent-free in that place.
Right.
Fuck them. Not the soldiers.
But reports of phantom footsteps, faint cries, and ghostly apparitions dressed in Civil War-era uniforms are common in the old corridors and stairwells.
So, again, a repeat of every haunted building that was standing during the Civil War.
Pretty much. Now, there's also another congressman that apparently haunts the Capitol, William Preston Talby, a Kentucky congressman who was fatally shot in the Capitol in 1890 by a journalist.
What the fuck did he do? What the fuck? What? Aren't journalists supposed to make their money off you? And he's just like, this guy's a real prick.
Probably.
He's insulted my intelligence.
Maybe Talby was the Trump of his day. Just saying.
He asked me why I work for the Post and not the Sun.
But witnesses claim his ghost haunts the site of near his death by the staircase in the Capitol House wing.
Fair.
Some report feeling cold drafts, seeing shadow figures in that area. Okay.
Windows open, exactly. And the fucking black guy from HR is doing a walkthrough.
Now, this one's interesting, but it probably can be easily explained. Phantom bells and lights. In the Capitol's old Senate chambers, some have reported seeing phantom bells ringing, hearing phantom bells. Did I say seeing?
Yes, you did.
Hearing phantom.
Phil had a stroke, for anybody who doesn't know.
I was reading the next line and got it fucking confused. Hearing phantom bells ringing and seeing unexplained flickering lights. Windows, traffic, and I'm
church bells.
Yes, faint church sound. Strange sounds I've always said is not a great proof of anything paranormal. Just for a mere fact, you'd be surprised how far sound can travel.
The unexplained flickering lights is the poorly trained Antifa shooters.
Yes, but it's kind of, especially in a place like the Capitol building, sounds. Now, if you're out in the middle of nowhere with not a lot of traffic, out in Montana, and you get strange sounds like bell ringing, okay, then maybe that might be something more worthwhile.
Yeah, then you might have a cult.
Yeah. But in a metropolis type area where there are churches all over the place, probably.
People riding bikes. Cell phones being a thing now.
I don't quite put as much credence on this as evidence. Sure, it could be interesting. I'm not saying it couldn't be, but it could be. It could be something, but you're going to have to do a lot of convincing me of this. Now, let's get to the next location, the Octagon House.
Literally never heard of this one.
It's near the White House. Is considered one of the most haunted buildings in D.C. Built in 1801 by Colonel John Tallow, Tallow the Third. Tallow the Third, a wealthy plantation.
Garlo Tarlo.
Yeah, a wealthy plantation owner. It served as a temporary White House and temporary residence for President James Madison and First Lady Dolley Madison.
Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton and Garlo Tarlo. But shout out to Casey Rocket.
It served as the residence and kind of a makeshift White House after the British burned the original White House down in the War of 1812.
Surprisingly little known fact.
What?
How many people don't know that the White House is not the original White House?
Well, then they just built around it. I mean,
it's still got good bones.
I mean, it's the same spot, just built it back up. This was where was I? I lost my place.
We shall resurrect the skeleton of this great home.
The Octagon House has been subject of numerous ghost stories, many tied to the tragic events in its history. A woman is believed to have fallen to her death down the spiral staircase.
Weak.
This was and apparently this happened after she was arguing with her father. Always blame the dad. He was probably diddling her.
It was the patriarchy.
I'm surprised they haven't added that to the story.
It was the patriarchy. She was trying to get away.
It is also said that another woman had a similar fate. This could be why screams and footsteps...
Same fate, different stairs.
No, same stairs. This could be why screams and footsteps could be heard on the stairs.
Well...
Or it's an old creaky house.
And honestly, let's break this down. Why would there be footsteps?
Yeah,
if they fell down the stairs, like,
if I read,
wouldn't it be like a rumbling sound and screams?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it sound like some bitch falling down the stairs?
Oh fuck, bitch, shit, ow, oh.
Oh no, you got to think of the time period. Oh my word! Oh heavens! Oh my!
Yes.
Lord have mercy!
You are
my
correct.
rickets.
Maybe it was her. The steps are her father
running down the stairs like, oh fuck. Mary Beth, are you all right, darling?
Okay, let's see. Another haunting or another explanation or another sighting. A ghost of a former enslaved servant who is said to appear on the staircase as well. People have reported disembodied voices, the smell of phantom tobacco smoke.
That's just a fucking guy in the broom closet.
And the sound of footsteps in the servants' quarters.
First off, get rid of the servants' quarters. Stop calling it that. Let's start there. Let's get a little fucking progressivism here.
Now, let's get back to old Dolley Madison.
Dolly Parton.
And you'll find out Dolly is a busy woman because she makes a few appearances in this episode.
Excellent.
Dolly is said to haunt the house, particularly in areas where she entertained guests during this time that after the War of 1812.
So she was a lady of the evening.
Maybe, but
I'm not gonna lie. If TV and movies are correct, they look like they had banger parties.
Oh, they were hella orgies.
The fucking just powdered wigs everywhere. Powdered wigs were the Astroglide of the late 1800s.
Didn't they wear those to hide their syphilis? Because
I just figured it was because they were chic as fuck.
I think lose your hair, so they would wear those wigs to cover up their syphilis. I might be wrong on that. Maybe I'm getting that confused with something else.
I could have swore I saw something where it was like to also make them not smell like shit.
Or I believe I could be wrong. I might look into that. I think I know that sounds very familiar.
It also might have just been because they were dirty as fuck.
I had this conversation with somebody else about, could you imagine the smell back in, medieval times, even this time? I was like, yeah, for us, it'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah, but for
them, they're used to it. They probably didn't even notice it. Everybody smells like shit. You don't notice it.
Yeah, no, that's been one of my favorite parts so far of watching Shogun. Is like, have you watched Shogun? No. The fucking guy, I can't remember. Where's he from? He's British. The main white guy in the show.
The main white? Why's he got to be a white guy?
Because he is.
Okay.
It's fucking his one British crew, some fucking Spaniards, and then Japanese people, and they're like the lady's talking to him, and she was like, "I have brought you extra clothes for after you bathe." And he was like, "Oh, thank you. I've already bathed this week. I just bathed the other day." And they were like, "What?" Like, you nasty son of a bitch. No wonder it smells like malt vinegar and old sushi in this room. And you've only been in here for 15 minutes.
Nice.
You look and smell like a freshly baked batch of Framunda cheese. Now get in the goddamn creek, Clyde. Wash your nasty ass. Smell like seawater and fucking... I don't even know what to compare that time period of stench to.
Me neither. Can we get back to Dolley Madison? Isn't that it?
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Isn't that like a cane or a kind of like a little Debbie? Isn't there Dolly? What is? Doesn't
Those
somebody?
little Debbies.
Isn't there like a Dolly Madison? Or maybe I'm thinking of Ashley Madison. I don't.
Or
know.
what I really want the T-shirt where Little Debbie's fat and it says Big Deborah on it.
Oh, isn't that what's his name? He's on TikTok. We didn't talk about TikTok. We'll talk about that at the end of this
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
episode. Anyway, Dolly, like I said, she is seen in the room where she entertained, but she is described as being pretty protective of it. Not really mean or scary. More, you get a protective feeling when you see her.
Like over the room or over like you?
The room, over the place.
So she's probably kind of bitchy to people.
Little cunty. Some visitors
don't step on the carpet, love.
Some visitors claim to feel her presence or see a woman in period clothing wandering through the rooms.
So I'm not trying to just completely shit on these hauntings, but all of them are just are massively cliche.
Well, you think they're going to be fucking spot on evidence?
Give me a little bit of uniquity.
Ooh, don't use these big words.
I'm just saying.
I had a stroke. I barely can function on a third grade level now.
The only thing that stands out about any of these is they're like, it was this person. And the only reason we know this person is because they were a fucking president once.
All right.
And again, these bitches are just falling downstairs. Get the fuck over it. How do you know she died? Well, if you see here, one of the things we think emanates this ghostly atmosphere is this divot in the floor. What's that? That's her face.
All right.
That doesn't look like a face. Exactly.
Let's move on.
That bitch fell down the stairs.
Let's move on to the next location. Ford's
Closed
Theater.
casket.
Ford's Theater.
I know that. I know that place.
Do you know why Ford's Theater is famous?
Abraham Lincoln was shot there.
Very good, Travis. You get a gold star.
That's for all you people out there that think I'm just a complete fucking idiot.
No,
I'm just kind of an idiot.
He's a smart one.
I'm just intelligent in ways that don't fucking matter.
But once again, like Travis said, it's the site of Abraham Lincoln's assassination in the year of our Lord 1865.
I heard that show was mind blowing.
What? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer?
Whatever. What play was he going with it at?
I don't know the play right offhand.
We could get into that. I want to do it.
It had a shitty ending. It
was mind blowing.
The theater is believed to be haunted by Lincoln's spirit as well as others tied to the tragedy.
Yeah.
Witnesses.
Wait, what? Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Witnesses claim to feel a solemn or lingering presence in the balcony where he was shot.
I bet.
Visitors and staff report hearing soft footsteps or sensing an unshakable sadness near the presidential box. Now, here's the thing. You know what happened.
Right.
I think you're gonna have that feeling anyway.
Yeah, I think there's some subliminal shit going on there.
This wasn't Todd from accounting getting shot. This was the president, which you've probably learned 1,000 times in school. You've seen a million fucking movies about it, or you've heard it 1,000.
The president who's supposed to be this really forward-thinking guy that really wasn't.
We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. That's a topic for another episode. So I would expect you to have some kind of feeling about it, unless you're a psychopath.
That's very much you could very easily chalk a lot of that up to
just being human, being normal,
to basically psychosomatic.
Once again, big fucking words.
Psychosomatic, impression on your own mind.
Right. Just like if you're watching a good movie you feel those emotions.
Mm.
Like Armageddon. We've covered this. I cry like a baby every time.
Yeah, I cry when I watch Armageddon.
At the end,
I cried when I watched a fucking Instagram reel a couple days ago.
what was I watching? I got a little teary-eyed. I said, what the fuck is wrong with me? Was it? Oh, it was. I watched the new Walking Dead. Well.
Oh, God.
And this
The Walking Dead that you've been watching that's making me want to fucking watch Walking Dead some more because it actually looks decent.
It's the one where apparently they brought, Rick's not dead.
Is that the one where they're in France?
No, I started watching that one.
That's Daryl.
That's Daryl and what's her name?
Michonne?
No, Michonne's in the one I was watching. I think it's called Walking Dead, The Ones Who Lived.
Even though one of them who died.
But he came back. He didn't die. He was saved.
Multiverse.
No, there's a reason for it.
They thought he died.
There's not a lot of zombies in it. That's what.
Stupid.
Not like that's why I quit watching Walking Dead, because it was fucking this. I got tired of watching zombies. It was the same fucking thing.
And because I don't think that Negan was as good of a character as everybody gave him credit
Jeffrey
for.
Dean.
Is that his name? The guy with the bat?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean.
I don't think that he was like this
I quit watching
massively intimidating character that everybody acted like he was.
I didn't make it that. I quit watching before that.
I saw that.
But
when he knocked Glenn's eye out.
It had a good fucking story. And not to give too much away, it's about him. Apparently him and I didn't know this. Like I said, I quit watching way before Rick died in the original. Him and Michonne they were like a couple. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing was...
How progressive of Rick.
Well, in a zombie apocalypse, you can't be too picky, I guess.
His paper did, in fact, cover her rock.
Yeah, nice.
Callback.
But it's about him trying to get out of this new civilization that he's trapped into, trying to get back to her, and I guess they have a kid.
A little mulatto baby.
So it's, it's kind of touching him. And I don't give a fuck. You haven't seen it. Fuck it. Spoiler alert. He cuts off his hand to get away. He doesn't get away, so he cut off his hand for fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It kind of tugged a little at the old heartstrings. I was like, I don't know if I've loved anybody enough to cut off my own hand.
Oh, no, the mulatto baby made me think of... See, it's another... You've never watched Archer because you don't watch animation.
No, because I'm fucking 50.
He's got a ringtone on his phone for like 2 seasons of that show called Mulatto Butts, and it's a song. It's like white ass mama, black ass daddy, mulatto butts. That's his fucking ringtone.
If it ain't Tom and Jerry or Bugs Bunny, I ain't watching it.
No, I think if you just like gave it a legitimate college try, I think you would actually sit and watch Archer.
I didn't graduate college, so that's not a good thing for me.
Neither did I. But I think if you actually force yourself to sit there and watch it, I think you would actually end up sitting and watching Archer. It is so funny.
Maybe I'll get drunk one weekend and just binge it.
It's just one of those shows that like multiple times, pretty regularly throughout the episodes, you'll sit there and go,
Okay, where was I at in the fucking notes?
Dead white people.
Okay.
Talk about the Ford's Theater.
A solemn lingering presence, blah, 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 blah. Visitors and staff have reported feeling cold chills, hearing whispers and seeing shadowy figures.
Hearing whispers in the wind.
Don't start your ASMR shit. Don't even do it. I will. That fucking aggravates the fuck out of me.
I just think it's amazing that like so many people like love that shit. It's stretched into pornography.
Oh,
there's ASMR porn.
Nothing will make the rod go from 3 inches to 0 and
it just like
quicker.
I'm like I had no idea.
I'm so bad about that shit. Like listening to Joe Rogan, when he fucking pours his coffee in his cup, it drives me up a fucking wall. Because you can barely hear it. I'm like, God damn, either fucking take the mic and put it right to where I really sound like a waterfall. I mean, God damn. Anyway, what was I fucking saying? Jesus.
Just take a scoop of instant coffee and a big ass gulp of hot water and just gulp it down.
Gargle that shit, bitch. Anyway, okay. Abraham is not the only one said to haunt said theater. The ghost of Mary Todd Lincoln.
Oh,
she was
fuck
so
off.
devastated by the death of her husband, she is said to haunt the theater as well. Witnesses have described a female figure in mourning attire, which I don't know what that means. A black dress? Fuck, I don't know.
No, it's those fucking
briefly before vanishing.
Those giant fucking muumuus they used to wear back in the day.
I guess.
But like, why? Why the fuck would she be there?
Because that's where. Well, he didn't actually die at Ford's Theater, which
exactly.
But hold on, I'm going to answer that question here in just a moment.
John Wilkes Booth also didn't do that shit.
Okay. Lincoln's presence is also said to linger in nearby Peterson's house, where he actually died.
That would make sense. He's in both. He's got a timeshare.
I'm gonna have to jump around because I came to this later. And the reason is because there are tunnels connecting Ford's Theater to the Peterson house where Lincoln died. And I don't fucking know. It's DC. There's tunnels everywhere.
That's true, but
do I
like
look
those
like a
two
Freemason that
specific
fucking designed the goddamn freaking city?
Well, I guess I guess it would make sense. Like if that's just where the available tunnel led to. That's why we know that how.
But that is probably
sense.
That the tunnels is how they got the shot president and the old melon out of the theater.
I don't know how the fuck did he not die there.
I think it was just one of them little single shots and. Probably rattled around the old.
Yeah, but weren't they fucking like?
Probably more of a pebble. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know I'm old, but I wasn't there.
He just ended up looking like the fucking rich guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, but the path is also said to have a history of hauntings.
The path, like between the two,
the tunnel between the two. Visitor reporting heavy oppressive atmosphere and occasional sightings of a shadowy figure in the tunnels.
You're in a fucking tunnel.
Why do you gotta piss on everybody's freaking parade here?
Because that's what we do.
Nobody wants the voice of reason. We're telling a heartfelt story.
This isn't Ghost Adventures where we just go ghost.
Okay. Anyway, hey,
the TV just turned off. It was a ghost. That was a sleep timer, Zach. Shut the fuck up, Aaron.
Anyway, let's see. Aberrations of theater patrons. Several visitors and staff members have claimed to see ghostly figures seated in the theater dressed in 19th century attire. Which
those are just period actors.
No, this I can almost get behind. This is a playback. This is an impression, or even a kind of a time warp type.
Like a rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're gazing into a time warp to where you're seeing, which I kind of get. I kind of can go with this.
What's that fucking name of it that it's making me think of? It used to be a ride at Kings Island.
Vortex?
No. The one that used to go through like the haunted theater.
The Scooby-Doo?
Back in the day. No. It's a Scooby-Doo now, I think. What was it called back in the day? They had like all the fucking holograms and shit, and like there was like ghosts flying all over the theater and shit like that.
I don't
know.
I can't think of it.
I used to love that shit when I was a kid. Go figure. I was like 4 years old and I would ride that thing like 5 times and look at the weird shit I'm into now.
Well, because you're gay.
And fat.
It
was that and fuck, what was the other one that I used to ride all the time when I was a kid? The one with the fucking the Adventure Express. The one that like up that tunnel and it had like the fucking like Olmec guys. Like, it was kind of like an Indiana Jones type thing.
Oh, it had the safari?
Maybe.
Because you drive by Jungle Gyms, those are the trains from that.
I don't know. I just know it like it was one of those ones where when you're going up that hill, it was like really slow, and it kind of made you feel like it got so like at the top. You're like, this thing's gonna roll backwards. That part of it was.
Well, because if you drive by Jungle Gyms like you're going to the gym,
yeah,
those things on the rails.
As if we would ever do that.
No. Anyway, let's get back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he bought.
I think it was the Adventure Express.
I think that was a safari back when they had fucking animals and shit. That was back when I was a kid, though. I think they might have got rid of it before. I'm pretty. Well,
sure. I mean, realistically, a lot of those rides have been there for 40 years. They just keep changing the name and the color.
Matter of fact, we might do that one day. Might
go to Kings Island?
No, the Kings Island hauntings. I think we touched on it, or I've touched on it a little bit.
Did the kid get his head? Where was the park where the kid got his head kicked off?
I think that was at the pirate ship.
Here?
No, the pirate ship. A kid fell in and got electrocuted, I believe.
Idiot.
Anyway, let's get back to this.
Oh yeah, didn't the fucking drop zone, or not the drop zone, but didn't Kings Island's like swingy thing just like drop someone?
The pirate ship?
No.
Oh, you mean the slingshot thing? I don't know.
Didn't they like just drop somebody?
I don't know.
You know how many videos there are on fucking like? There's this whole subsect of Twitter and shit of just like videos of women going on those slingshot things and like Gatlinburg and their tits falling out.
I've seen it. I've watched a lot of them, and 99.9% of the time they sucker me in the whole freaking time, and I don't see no nipple.
I've scrolled through and seen them and be like, how lonely are some of the people on Twitter? Like that's where you're getting your rocks.
That's not what. Hey, fuck you. I'm old.
You fucking straight people make no sense to me.
But there's been a couple in there. I was like, oh, those bad boys are flopping out quick.
I just like, and
I don't know. You must have had super glue on that bitch.
My thing is like, do you have to sign a fucking waiver for these things?
I would think so. They're just attention hoas.
Because that shit's kind of crazy. The tiki guys wouldn't. I'm pretty sure he knows what I'm talking about. I think it was called the Adventure Express. Go ahead. I'm gonna look this shit up. I think that's what it was called because it was my favorite ride when I was a kid.
Well, thank you, Jared, for letting us know this.
Although I wouldn't call them tiki guys. If I remember correctly, I'd call them more of Olmec temple.
Okay, let's don't be fucking. Let me get back to fucking. What am I even talking about? The Ford's Theater. Let's see. It's here. We covered apparitions in the theaters. Okay.
Yeah, the Adventure Express. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God I'm not an idiot. I'm just gay and fat.
You're just gay and fat. Unexplained activities backstage. Staff members have reported objects moving in their own and unexplained whispers and a sensation of being touched when no one else is around. Apparently Harvey Weinstein was there. But this is more when shit moves, then you've got my taint all excited. I get excited when shit starts moving. Rather than just, hearing voices and shit. We've covered this. Okay.
What? Wait, what? No way.
What way?
This shit's still open?
I don't know. I haven't been to Kings Island in fucking 15 years. You weren't even...
I think it's still there. No way. Eat a dick.
You did, apparently. That's why you're fat and gay.
Oh, man. That was funny. What's the thrill level?
I don't know.
There is none.
Let's see. What else?
I think it tops out at like 35 miles an hour.
We only got two more, and one of them... Oh, I forgot to highlight this. Let's do that real quick. There we go.
Huh.
Okay, let's get into this one.
If that's still there, I'm going to ride it because that was my shit when I was a little kid.
Your shit. Okay, let's get into this. This really isn't a haunting, but it's creepy, and I see why, and we'll cover it. The Exorcist Steps. I didn't even know.
Oh shit!
I didn't even know this was there, but we're referring to the steps in the iconic movie The Exorcist, the original, the Linda Blair shit.
Mm.
Where
the one that was cursed.
The show that was cursed. I believe we've covered that.
Yeah. That
was where I made the inappropriate comment about a young Linda Blair that I had to cut out of the episode.
I forgot about that.
I got rid of all that evidence.
That's probably a good thing.
Weren't going to Me Too me, damn it. Anyway.
We'll leave in that racist joke from earlier.
Oh, we're leaving that shit in.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I dare a black person to not see that and be like, like it's literal recess playground
kindergarten humor.
Yes, it's so perfectly child. That shit was fun. I cracked the fuck up.
I mean, that was
the black guy that the racist white guy did it to in the video that I saw it on. Like, you could see he was cracking up on the inside. He just didn't want to. Like, you saw it in his eyes. He was.
You got me, motherfucker.
And I was like, dude, just laugh. Just laugh. It's fine. Like.
Anyway, these steps are located in Georgetown. It is from like I said, the famous
The Hoyas?
1973 movie. Yes, John Thomas fell down these stairs.
Patrick Ewing, he went to Georgetown, didn't he?
We're talking about steps. We're talking about steps.
Patrick Ewing went to Georgetown, didn't
went
he?
to Georgia.
And then he coached there, and his son went there.
And his son coached there before Patrick. Or no, Thomas's son coached there before Patrick. Anyway, like I said, they were from the iconic movie Exorcist in 1973. Many locals and visitors believe the steps are haunted due to the sinister events depicted in the film. That's just stupid.
It's haunted because movie.
Some have reported hearing strange noises or feeling an eerie presence while walking up or down the steep, narrow staircase. There is no concrete evidence to suggest that the Exorcist steps are generally haunted. This is a homeless guy underneath the steps taking a dump.
I was literally going to saying that these steps are haunted because of the movie that was slightly filmed upon them is like saying that like there's like the bathroom's haunted because you get olfactory hallucinations because I just laid a hot deuce in there 20 minutes ago.
You had to go there.
I tell you, I crop dusted myself at work today.
I hate when that happens.
It was a perfect storm. I was putting the shit away, and I had a handful of like boxes, and you know, to save my back because I'm not getting any younger, and as we all know, I'm fat and gay. I like really dropped it down. Like full depth squat with these boxes.
Ooh.
And like as I went down, just a little tutor came out, and it was close to the ground, so it couldn't go down.
Had to pop
and then
up.
I had the boxes in front of me, so I just had this fart wind tunnel in between my legs, and it was like in the movies when like a fucking fire dragon is like it just came up, and I was like, God damn it.
All right, we got two more. The old stone house is also in Georgetown, is the oldest unchanged building in D.C., dating back to 1765.
I want to go visit that place. That place is probably cool as fuck.
And probably haunted as fuck. Visitors and staff.
You seen that? Go ahead, sorry.
Visitors and staff reported numerous ghostly experiences, including seeing shadowy figures, your favorite, hearing disembodied voices, feeling cold spots. One of the most famous spirits is a man nicknamed George, often seen in the house upstairs room. They call him George.
I know a George that's got a rather ghostly aura about him. Creeps within the shadows.
Is he curious? Curious George.
No, I get it.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Dude, Curious George pisses me off.
Is it racist towards monkeys?
No, because everybody calls him a fucking monkey, and he's not a monkey.
What is he?
He's a chimp.
Oh, for the love of God, it's a cartoon.
He is. He doesn't have. But no, it's pretty obvious. He doesn't have a fucking tail.
This is why you're fat and gay. Could you worry
about
that?
Too focused on monkeys and chimps. But no, it does. That's always bothered. Even when I was a kid, I was like, he's not a monkey.
Clifford a dog?
An undiscovered species, perhaps.
Okay, asshole. Let's test your gayness and fatness here. What's a Goofy?
Goofy's a dog.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure.
Are you sure?
What else would he be?
I don't think he's a dog. I don't think he's not defined.
What do you think he is?
I don't know what he is.
Are you saying Goofy doesn't have pronouns?
He probably has all the pronouns.
Yuck.
Anyway.
I love Goofy, too. That was one of my favorite movies.
You looked that up.
What was Goofy?
But
I don't need an overview of who the fucking character. Goofy is a tall, anthropomorphic Disney dog known for his clumsiness, southern drawl, and slapstick humor. That's the overview.
Did you chat GPT it, or did you?
That's Google.
Did you Wikipedia?
What kind of creature is Goofy? Goofy seems to be in the canine family.
Okay, what's Pluto?
A dog.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
Arthur from Arthur's and Aardvark.
Well, how will we get on this subject? Can we finish this episode? We can go off the rails at the end. I'm almost done.
You started it.
Okay.
You called me fat and gay, and I had to defend my honor.
I did not call you fat and gay.
You literally said, let's see how fat and gay you are.
I was just playing off the commenter.
That shit did crack me up, though. He said he looks gay and is overweight. And I was like, damn. The fuck?
One disparaging thing's enough, but
cat's got claws, dog.
Yeah, who's gay now? Fuck.
Fuck, I guess if If the patent leather shoe fits with blown out sides.
Anyway, the stone old house. If it is the oldest unchanged building in D.C., built in 1765, of course you're going to see fucking feel cold spots. It's going to be drafty as fuck.
Right, yeah.
You're going to hear some fucking weird noises because the wood's from 1765.
Yeah, and there's probably still one fucking tenant there from 1765.
Yes. Now let's get to...
that does remind me real quick, because it's the oldest unchanged house in the United States. Have you seen the oldest dwelling in, like, Europe or whatever?
Uranus?
It was built, like, in, like, the 1100s or some shit like that. Okay. It's still there.
Is it a castle?
No. It's just like I think it's in like Italy or some shit. No, it's just like at one point was just like a normal home, and it's still there. It's fucking cool. Like, still original construction and shit.
Huh.
It's fucking cool.
Okay, let's talk about the White House. The White House, like I said, we've covered it a little bit before, but I think I got some newer shit.
White House, Black Ghosts.
The White Horse. Speaking of, I want to stay at the White Horse. What movie?
Armageddon.
Thank you. Okay.
House.
You're not fat.
White House.
You're not fat gay now.
And none of them want to pay taxes again.
Ever.
You fellas wouldn't be able to tell us who really killed Kennedy, would you?
Didn't think so. Okay, anyway, the White House is said to have, or to be one of the most haunted buildings in the city. Some of the most famous ghosts reside there.
I see what's going on there. I was like, what fucking word is that? You just kept rolling into the next sentence. I was like, what is a city sum? Learn me something new. Never mind. Go on.
Okay, Abraham Lincoln is
is
said to, haunt the White House. He's busy. He's got Ford's Theater and the White House.
I feel like because of how Abraham Lincoln died, I feel like it's just like an easy name drop to make people be like,
isn't
Abraham Lincoln?
But many have reported seeing Lincoln's ghost in the Lincoln bedroom and around the White House. Isn't that where what's his name wanted to stay in the White Horse? Clark.
And it just got racist again. Michael Dark Clunkin.
What was his name?
Michael Bear. Clark Duncan.
Bear.
Yeah.
Bear. Hey.
Michael Dark.
We're going to leave that in too.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Wasn't that the room he wanted to stay in?
I think
the White
so.
Horse?
The White Horse? I think so.
Okay. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt mentioned feeling his presence.
Yes, she did.
That was probably her lesbian lover.
That was her
finger blasting her.
That was her dilly wop.
Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands reportedly fainted after seeing him standing in her room. So Abraham Lincoln was a perv too. Isn't it thought to be he was thought to be gay?
Yes, it's also thought it's also suspected that he might have been part black.
Huh,
he may have been our first black president.
I did not know this. Know this.
But yeah, it's heavily suspected that he was gay. But
no wonder Mary Talbot's solemn. She wasn't getting the dick.
Can you imagine that tall, lanky bastard just creeping around
with that? Well, fuck,
looking like the one ghost from Haunting of Bly Manor.
I don't think I've seen that either.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta watch that shit. Every series that guy's ever done with Netflix is good.
Okay.
But yeah, could you imagine that lanky fuck just like cruising around with his dumb fucking hat? Just walking around 7 years ago. I got shot in the fucking face. Here we are. Now show me your bosom, madam.
Anyway, Dolley Madison, this whore makes the rounds too. She's
Dolly Parton.
Dolly
Madison, beloved third wife of Garlo Tarlo.
Yes. Dolly's spirit is said to haunt the Rose Garden.
Who is Dolly Madison again?
John Quincy's. No. Wait. No, that's Abigail Adams. James Madison.
Okay.
She was in the Octagon House, I think. Fuck, I can't read.
Octagon?
Octagon. Yeah, whatever.
It's time!
But she was the one that, liked to entertain. She was haunted.
The slut.
Yes. Well, so now she haunts the Rose Garden, which I guess she designed. It is rumored that when an attempt was made to remove the garden she designed, like I said, her ghost intervened and the workers fled.
I'd like to know a fucking rundown of that.
Obviously, these weren't Hispanic workers. They wouldn't stop for no ghost.
Does she just like fucking appear and just start running around making corn noises?
What is she with a fifth member of Korn?
That's what I just said.
What the
corn noises? That'd be terrifying. If Jonathan Davis just like walked in and started beatboxing in the dark in your bedroom at night, you'd be fucking terrified.
No, it's the greatest. It's one of the greatest breakdowns of all time.
It really is. I've seen it live.
Next to Beastie Boys.
I've seen it live. It's phenomenal.
Anyway, Abigail Adams.
Well, Beastie Boys also have one of the best beat drops of all time.
You're right. I would class, yeah.
In the new style?
Yeah. I agree.
Let the beat drop. Cool it on the... Dude, that shit is fire.
Okay, Abigail Adams. She often is seen and heard hanging laundry. How do you hear hanging laundry?
What the fuck?
Hanging laundry.
Shit.
I mean...
That's also very sexist.
Is this bitch really going... whipping that shit?
The ghost of fucking laundry past? That's sexist as fuck.
But she is seen and heard, apparently, hanging laundry in the East Room as she did when she lived there.
Why the fuck you hanging laundry inside?
Well, maybe she didn't want that fresh manure smell.
What kind of weird Al Capone fishing in the pool kind of shit is this? She had syphilis too.
Probably they all did.
Blackbeard had syphilis.
Did you give it to him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was my first action as the leader of the clan of fat gays. The Fays, if you will.
Isn't that a fairy?
Yeah, no, he did. Blackbeard did have syphilis.
Huh.
That's why he was so crazy.
So did Hitler.
He did.
Yeah, so that explains a lot.
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, no, that's what Blackbeard, that's why his syphilis drove him nuts and he kind of leaned into it.
Well, if you're going to get it, might as well lean into it.
That's why he was so feared and why it was easy for him to take over a lot of ships, because everybody, like, it got around that he had syphilis, and syphilis obviously affects your mind and makes you go crazy. So he leaned into it, and he would strap as many muskets and blunderbusses and swords as he could onto his body, and then he would braid wick for cannons into his beard, and he would light them, and that's how he would board ships when they would take ships. And if you think, like, in that time period, that guy walks on with just nothing but guns and fire on his face, and you're going to be like, you got it, dog.
I'm the captain now.
This cardamom ain't worth it. You can have all the fucking fennel seeds you want.
Well, that's
Who
all
else
I got.
had syphilis? Al Capone. That's well documented.
Yeah.
Hitler also had a micropenis.
We've covered that, yes. And
That's
he's
been
not well liked
documented.
in hell, apparently.
Yeah, according to other demons, he's a prick. Who go figure.
He's the one they pick on in hell.
Like, even the devil probably hates him.
This.
He's like, I did great work for you. Why don't I have a room with air conditioning? And he's like, you're a fucking asshole, Adolf. I never approved that. Never once did you get a sealed approval letter on doing that.
I don't know.
Who else? I'm Googling famous people with syphilis now.
Okay, let's Google that.
Because now I'm legitimately curious. I feel like the list is much longer than we thought.
Probably.
Famous people with syphilis. What tangents did we push off to the end?
Fuck, I don't remember it. I'm old. You asked me to remember something from 45 minutes ago? Outside of you being fat and gay, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
How does a fat gay man come out of the closet?
Don't remove the door
Wait
frame.
till somebody tells you in the comments.
Sideways.
Sideways, okay.
Yeah. We don't. We come out of the garage. Oh, let's see. What famous people have syphilis? Franz Schubert. Don't know who the fuck that is.
Never heard
Charles Baudelaire. I know
Never
that
heard
name.
I never heard of him.
And French novelist Guy de Maupassant. Abraham Lincoln. Wait, what?
What? Honest Abe?
Oh, they make a case for Abraham Lincoln and his wife, Oscar Wilde, and James Joyce. Apparently, yeah, I guess. Apparently, they say that Abraham Lincoln contracted syphilis in 1835 or 1836.
So that's why we went to the Civil War?
Van Gogh had gonorrhea.
Oh, that's good to know. Is that why he cut off his... Isn't he the one...
Cesare Borgia.
Isn't Van Gogh the one cut off his ear?
Yeah.
Look at me. I know history.
A lot of artists. Charles Baudelaire again. Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec. Paul Gauguin. Edouard Manet. So artists are fucking.
That's why I should have learned to paint.
Damn. JFK had gonorrhea and chlamydia.
You go, Jay.
That doesn't surprise. I don't know why I'm saying damn. That doesn't surprise me. He was a whore.
Marilyn Monroe. She's spreading that shit all over the fucking place.
Alger Texas Alexander, an American blues singer, died from syphilis. You know, I really thought there would be
a bigger list.
Yeah. Huh.
Sorry to disappoint.
And then you get down the whole rabbit hole of people using mercury to cure their syphilis back in the day. Speaking of Blackbeard, do you know the common way of utilizing syphilis utilizing mercury for the cure or containment of syphilis in Blackbeard's days?
Shove it up your ass?
Injecting it into your urethra.
Oh, I did hear this.
Yeah.
Not about Blackbeard, but I heard, yes.
Hitler, I think, too.
Well,
Hitler was also taking meth actively.
It was kind of
heroin,
Hitler having a micro penis. That'd have to be you have to a one-shot wonder. You got to hit.
He just crammed it in there.
But
he just poured some on there and flicked the tip, and he was like, there we go! Fuck!
All right. That's all I got. Are we done for the day?
I guess.
We kept this one short and sweet.
There's still a lot of fuckery going on.
Well, you know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I get nervous when a fat gay guy says fuckery.
Did you want to rant about TikTok?
I was a little...
Is Elon buying TikTok?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
Or is he's probably going to call it Vashtiken talking?
Okay, a man throws one Hitler salute and
two. In 3 seconds.
At least he jazzed it up, a little bit. Just didn't.
Dude, he had some passion behind that Heil too. he said, "Fuck yes." He threw that bitch up like fucking Phil Anselmo from Pantera. That's when I stopped. Oh god, did you ever see that video?
No.
There's a video of Phil Anselmo from Pantera, like at some, I don't even know if it his show, but like aggressively throwing up the Heil and screaming white power at a crowd, and I was like, I can't fucking listen to Pantera the same anymore.
Listen, I'm not going to worry about Musk. If he shows up tomorrow with his head shaved,
Elon,
yeah, then we might start worrying. I mean, he is South African.
He's hanging out with the Edward Norton and Edward Furlong. Is Edward Furlong dead?
You know what? Nah, I don't know. Well, Google that while we're here. Fuck.
I feel like he is for some reason.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. Because Edward Furlong I liked Edward Furlong. He did some good stuff. What, American History X?
That I'd like
to people can see what they want about the subject matter of that movie. That movie's so good.
That is a good movie. I did like the movie.
Detroit Rock City. He was in that.
I'm trying to think if I've seen that.
He looks like shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so do I. But
life hit him in the nuts hard.
Terminator 2.
Judgment. What was that?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day with...
John Connor. Come with me if you want to live.
With a young... What was that? Robert Patrick?
I don't know. Now I'm looking at his list of movies, and I think we've hit pretty much all the well-known ones.
And that was what?
Pet Sematary 2.
Was that really a good one?
What? He played the Crow in a 2005 Crow reboot. The Crow, Wicked Prayer. No. Eat my dick. I'm not going to watch that. I wouldn't even watch the new one. Isn't it the newest one out? He was in the Green Hornet? Did the Green Hornet with like
Seth Rogen?
With Seth Rogen? It is. He was in that. Huh. He's not dead. I thought he was, but he's not.
The odds. You're playing the odds.
But yeah, American History X was fucking great. I've shown American History X to a couple people for the first time, and I was like, yeah, like by the time it's over, like they're crying, and I'm like, yeah, you never thought that you would watch a movie and end up rooting for the neo-Nazi, would you? Elon Musk probably. He probably was like, hell yeah, brother.
I think we should reserve judgment on Elon.
Elon is walking around like watching American History X and shit and be like, fuck yeah, would. Or Shot Caller. That was a good one too.
We're going to have to see how this plays out with Elon.
Have you seen Shot Caller?
No.
Dude. It's got Jamie Lannister in it. And I don't know the guy's name. But Jamie Lannister, it's got fucking...
I think I've seen part of it.
Fuck. What's his name? Shit. He does real...
Shit?
John Bernthal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And other people. like other people that you go, oh yeah, I know that guy, but like I don't know their names. That's a fucking good movie. I've watched that movie like 8 times and it's still good. It's also a little bit of a racist undertone. very much a racist undertone. I mean, John Bernthal literally has peni tattooed across his throat. It's Public Enemy #1.
Thank you.
It's a white gang.
He's a very underrated actor.
Oh yeah, him and I'm fucking I started watching it while I was eating lunch. I'm gonna finish watching The Bike Riders tonight, the Tom Hardy movie.
Oh yeah, that's our neighbor was an extra in it. He's got his whole scene.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was an extra in it.
Cool. I just love Tom Hardy.
Actually, when he's actually in the movie and he's just standing there. Have you the part where they come into like a park or something?
I'm literally like 5 minutes in. I don't even know if I may have watched the credits, but I don't even know if like
there's a part where like they all the bikers pull into a park and there's a bunch of kids and the old cars standing there, and then one scene it pans to one guy, and that's one young kid, and that's him.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta watch that tonight.
I remember when he recorded that, or he shot. He was there.
Huh. But yeah, definitely watch fucking Shot Caller. Shot Caller's good.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I appreciate everybody in the chat that said hi.
Basically, now that I think of it, you saw American Me from back in the 80s, the one that almost got Edward James almost killed.
Oh, the one where Danny
Trejo saved his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think so, but
it's basically like it's kind of like an American Me, but for the AB.
Okay.
The brand.
I'll have to put it. I know
you might cry watching that movie.
I cried during fucking tampon commercials.
Why is it bigger than mine?
God damn.
But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like I watched that movie and like as everything's going on, you're like, Jesus Christ. And then at the end I was like, no, but also yes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, but American History X does make me cry every time.
We had some drop frames today. Generally, we don't have drop frames, but it doesn't look like it froze up.
I saw it jump a couple times.
All right. Well, like I said, thanks for everybody in the chat.
Let's go outside in this 5-degree weather.
For all you that joined us on the live stream, thank you. If you're catching this after the fact, we do record these live on the YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. We will see you next week.
Neither one of them are very good.
What?
The audio or video.
What are you talking about?
We suck.
The audio is better now that we turned the fucking mics on.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Literally, the main factor, the main tool that we used to record this wasn't even fucking on. And we went for, a solid 3 minutes before our dumbasses were like, hey, none of them colors don't move.
At least we figured out we didn't get like an hour into it.
That would have been fucking great, dude. The podcast of silent. That would be the one that takes off too.
It could be.
We'd be like, fuck. God damn it.
Actually, might be an improvement.
Probably. Nobody wants to hear our stupid asses yammer on about dumb shit.
All right. You're gonna do the next one?
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna make me get.
I started doing one, but
I figured you didn't have time since you had to
go back into work last night,
and never saw you come back. So
well, I figured I had to go back to work to handle some shit because we were busy because the national championship was on, and I was like, "Fuck it, I might as well watch the rest of the game."
Don't worry, I had your back. I had one in the chamber ready to go.
We got to do these things because I think my jaw is gonna become a problem for me.
Well, you quit eating the dick, you fat gay man.
Well, you know how they both sides pop when I open it up to a certain point? This side now has gotten to the point where it like pops back into, and I'm like, oh god, this isn't gonna go well.
Suck a smaller dick. That's all I'm saying.
Give me universal health care.
All right. We'll see you next week. Take care,
Move to Canada. Jesus was King Jew.